Good morning, beautiful. I just want to invite you to this moment I'm in right now. And although I'm sitting in a cold forest on a morning that is like minus 10 degrees, I'm having glimpses of spring with the birds singing to me. I just wanted to invite you to enjoy the sounds of nature with me. And I wanted to share a quick message about something that came up with a client on one of our soul therapy sessions last week. And it's all around how sitting in our uncomfortableness is actually an act of self love. The geese, do you hear them? It's so beautiful. So, on one of my client sessions last week with one of my soul therapy clients, it's actually been a bit of a theme, which I just adore the work that I do because things that are present in my life will show up often in calls. And so, oh yeah. And so, I've really been with the intention of how important it is to really be sitting in our stuff. That's a really loud person. Really loud people. Anyway, it's all shared space here, so sorry for my distraction. So yeah, I've been seeing a theme with my clients, and it's been present in my life as well, about how we really have to feel the trauma, feel the pain, feel the uncomfortableness in order to heal it. I think at this point in time, there's a bunch of people who just want to bypass the uncomfortableness. They want to just skip over it. They just want to be done with it and push it away and reject it. And I find that this is a common thing that's showing up for a lot of people. And there is such power in our ability to sit in our stuff, and how beautiful of an act of self love it truly is to sit in the uncomfortableness of what shows up. So, for example, if there's a trigger, something triggers you and it evokes an emotional reaction in you, to really just come to a space in your heart where you're able to honor that, not try to reject it and push it away, but to honor it and to sit with it, is truly the ultimate act of self love. Because in those moments where we can sit in our stuff, the stuff that is so uncomfortable, the stuff that makes us feel like we're such a bad person or so ugly or like, just so gross, is actually the ultimate act of self love. And so the more that we can witness ourselves in these moments, the more that we can just be with ourselves and be with the emotions that's running through our body, ultimately that's the path that's going to lead us to self-love and compassion and healing and wholeness. So the next time you have a scenario that invokes something uncomfortable in you, whether it's a thought, an emotion, a memory, I invite you to just be with it and allow all the uncomfortableness to run through you without judging it or rejecting it or being like, I want this to go away. I want you to just sit with it and feel it and cry and breathe and, pounce your hands on the ground, whatever you need to do to get that like energy moving and released through you. Just be with it. The trauma, the pain, the heartache, the grief, the sadness, the rage, the anger, that all needs to be felt. And we've gotten so accustomed to just not wanting to feel it because it's uncomfortable. But the truth of the matter is that we have to feel it. We have to go into it. Or it's always just going to be there. It's not going to actually leave our bodies. And so what a beautiful gift and awareness to understand that by sitting in our stuff, we can demonstrate a level of compassion and love and acceptance for ourselves. And it's so counterintuitive because these uncomfortable thoughts, feelings, or emotions can be scary. They can be really nasty. They can be really mean to ourselves or to other people. And so you ask, like, how do I do that? How do I sit in self-love and compassion? You do it by feeling it. And you breathe. And you acknowledge that you are a being of light here in physical form. And so your divine brilliance, your love, is really all that you are. We are not these bodies. We are not these traumas. We are not these conversations we have in our head. We're these beautiful beings of light, encapsulated in this physical body, navigating a human experience that is so tumultuous and like scary and uncomfortable and just so brutal sometimes. Just want to fall to your knees and just say, God, like, just make it go away. And the only way to heal it, to make it go away, is to feel it, to be with it, and to love yourself through it. And so just remember that you are not the trauma that you've experienced. You're not the negative words or conversations that you have about yourself. That's not you. That's something you're experiencing. And so I invite you to have a moment to relish in your divinity, in your love. Accept yourself exactly as you are right now. There's nothing about you that needs to change. There's nothing about you that isn't a miracle. Thank you for enjoying this moment with me. My toes are curling. They're quite frozen right now. I'm just so grateful. So grateful for this beautiful moment with you in this forest and these rays of sun that are blessing me with their kindness and love. And I send those blessings to you, dear one. I love you. Thank you. Be well.